pensions paid to citizens living abroad, and remittances by immigrants to relatives living abroad. For example, the remittances of the diaspora of Kosovo. By adding all the transactions in the current account, including those of the balance of goods and services, those on net investment income, and those on net transfers, they give us together the balance on the current account. Now let's take a look at the second part of the balance of payments, the capital and the financial account. The capital account is a net account. That means it can either be a plus or a minus. It measures the debt forgiveness or the net change in the ownership or net of national assets. Whereas the financial account has also two other subgroups, similarly to other accounts in the current account. It has the international asset transactions and the Kosovar transactions of purchases abroad. The international asset transactions include foreign purchases of assets in Kosovo because it generates money in Kosovo. That's why it has a plus sign. Whereas the Kosovar purchases abroad cause outflows of money towards foreigners who sell those assets, and it has a minus sign. These two make up the financial account, and together with the capital account, they make up the capital and the financial account. The capital and the financial account, together with the current account, makes up the balance of payments. All of these together must equal 0, 0. They have to add up. Let's assume that Kosovo and Albania decide to trade with Primalat milk and Rahovec wine, respectively, each with 100,000 euros in their accounts. If this year Kosovo exports of 10,000 euros of Stone Castle to Albania, but it imports less, something around 5,000 euros of Primalat milk in the country, there will be a deficit of 5,000 euros. In the current account, this deficit is marked as 5,000 euros in imports. But in the capital and the financial account, it shows us plus 5,000 euros in the category of foreign purchases of assets. The plus 5,000 euros offsets the minus 5,000 euros. Thus, if there is a 500,000 deficit in the current account, there might be a 5,000 surplus in the current account. A lot of people are confused with the word deficit in the current account. But no, it's not something negative, as you would think. It simply shows that there is an outflow of foreign currencies in order to create an inflow of euros to Kosovo. In selling foreign currency from the official reserves, the central bank drops down its stock of reserves. This is an indicator of a balance of payment deficit, but it's not a deficit on the overall account, as that money is used to create other money. However, what's important to keep in mind is that a balance of payment deficit is not necessarily bad, just as a balance of payment surplus is not necessarily good. Both simply happen. However, a nation's official reserves are limited. The nation would have to adopt policies to correct its balance of payments if this happened in a huge extent. Such policies might require painful macroeconomic adjustments, trade barriers and similar restrictions, or major depreciation of its currency. For this reason, nations strive for payments balance as the ultimate detector of the state economy.
Created using Powtoon.